In this video, we're going to be taking just a real quick look at Blender. We're just going to dip our toe, just dip the toe into it because LaShwanda had a specific request that I think is probably easiestly done in Blender. And what she's looking to do is just create a pole um, and have a sharp point on the end to stake into the ground. Okay, now PLA is not going to be super strong. Neither is PETG probably, but so be mindful of that. But we can create a pole with a pointed end pretty easily here in Blender, and then we can attach our Blender model to whatever we're doing with the rest of our model in Bambu. So let me just show you how this is done. It's really simple. So we have a brand new document open here, and if we hit Shift A, that's how we bring new things into Blender. You can also click the Add menu button here, but if you get in the habit of using keyboard shortcuts, it is a little bit easier. So we're going to go to Circle, or excuse me, let's not do that. Let's go back to Shift A, and let's use a cylinder. You could use a circle, but in our case, we're going to use a cylinder. All right, so there's our cylinder, and then you have an object mode, which is what we're in when we're adding objects, but then we tab, and that takes us into edit mode, and we could do this too, just come up here back and forth between the two. And so in edit mode, obviously, is where we make our edits. And there's three options here in edit mode. There's vertex selection, edge selection, and face selection. And there's keyboards associated with those three options, 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3 will switch between the various tools. So that's also quite useful. But in our case, we're going to use a edge or a face selection, and we're going to click on the face of our cylinder, and we're going to extrude it. So we hit E for extrude, and you can see it allows us to make it taller, right? So I don't really know exactly how tall we're looking to do this, but we'll just keep going up, 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 something like that. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a little fancy. We are going to add an edge loop. Okay. We need to add the edge loop to the top here. So to do that, we're just going to hit Control R, click, and then we can drag our edge loop wherever we want. And I want to say, right there is good. All right. So now what I want to do is switch back to face mode. So I'm going to hit 3 and then click on my face, and there we are. Okay. So now with that, we're going to go to vertex mode here in just a second, but let's hit scale and see how it allows me to scale it in and out. We're just going to hit 0. And so now you can see we have a nice sharp point there. Now, what if I want to adjust this? If I want my point to be taller or smaller or whatever, all you have to do is just double click. But we do want to be in edge mode, so hit 2, right? So now we're in edge mode, and we can double click our edge. So see there? And then if I hit G, that is the move tool. But see how I can move it any which way? If I add Z to that, then it will only move in the Z direction. So you can see we can make our stake as big or as small as we want at that point. All right, so there we go. So now we're going to switch over to vertex mode, and because we want to select that point on our vertex. Now if I select this, it's not going to select all my vertexes right there. So, but if I go into wireframe mode and then select, now you can see I get all my vertexes, right? So then I could just hit M, the M key, and we're going to merge at center. Okay, so now I've just merged all those together, and then we can get back out of wireframe mode there. Now this is probably good enough for what we want to do, but that's the general idea. Now as far as the diameter of the cylinder and all of that, we're going to take care of all of that inside Bambu. One thing we might want to do is we might want to just go ahead and give this a subdivision modifier. I don't know if you could see this very well, but you see how it's a little bit segmented. So we might want to fix that a little bit. So if we go here to the modifiers, which is this little wrench icon, and we'll add a modifier, and we're going to generate a subdivision surface modifier. And you can see here, now that has gone even more curved. Okay, you can see that there. So we may not want to add the modifier to that particular spot. So what we can do here is we can lock it. So let me show you. So if we hit tab, what we're going to do is we're going to add a edge loop. So if we hit Control R, click, and then we can move our edge loop. So we're going to move it up there, right? And then we're going to do the same thing down here. So we're going to add an edge loop, click, and go down towards the bottom here, something like that. All right, so now if we add our modifier, watch what happens. Go ahead and add our subdivision surface modifier. And yeah, we can leave it for now. Let's just leave it at 1. And we're going to tab back out here and see how it holds, because we added those edge loops, it holds the shape, right? And then we can make this whatever we want to. If we want to, round it off even more. So that's what we got, okay? So now what we'll do is we'll just come over here and export as an STL file to our desktop. And let's just call it steak. And choose export STL. Okay, and then we can go back here into Bambu. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on in Bambu. So we'll go to desktop here, and then we're going to add steak. Okay, now obviously it's quite small, but if we hit the scale tool, and let's just go ahead and make it, oh, I don't know, let's go ahead and if we want it, let's just do a 1 inch. So we'll do 25 by 25. And now we have our steak. Now, if you look down here, you can see it's slightly rounded at that edge. And if we didn't want that, if we didn't want that rounding, all we would have to do is come in here to our cut plane tool. We can come down here. We'll choose cut to parts and perform the cut. And then alt click that bottom piece. Okay. And now what you'll have is you'll have a nice sharp edge right there. So like I said, she was making some kind of sign and she had an existing post, but she just wanted this pointed end, really. But that's how we do it in Blender. So really simple process in Blender. Let's go ahead and slice it. So you can see, simple stuff. So hopefully that helps. Of course, Blender is completely free. So just go to blender.org and download it and play around with it a little bit. Super useful for simple projects like this. So until next time, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or need one-on-one training or some custom files made for you, this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out via email. You can text me. You could even give me a call. I'd be happy to answer questions or give you more details on the one-on-one training we offer, and as well as if you need custom files made until you are up to speed on how to make them yourself, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to help you with that as well.